New update, new revolutionary bug fixes, new revolutionary rebalances, and of course, new revolutionary exploits. The newest Robe patch for CK3 looks pretty good. New UI, new art, and a plethora of new bug fixes. There is, however, one completely game-changing exploit which now exists. This exploit has to do with the new way that created characters can be saved and loaded like save files. We're going to create Spiffing Brit's 100 stat man, but now more easily than ever. I'm revealing this exploit thanks to discoveries by the CK3 speedrun community, and particularly Sandwich, who gave me permission to share this. Props go to him completely. I'm just the messenger and benefactor of his work. Check out his Reddit and his YouTube so you can support the guy that has found most CK3 speedrun strategies. Links in the description. Thanks. To do this exploit, you're going to first go into CK3 and create a character and then save them. You don't have to do anything fancy with it, just give it a name. From there, exit the character creator and Alt-Tab to the File Explorer. Head into Documents, Paradox Interactive, Crusader Kings 3, and then Rulers. You'll see your newly created character in there. Open up the file using Notepad, and now we have unbridled access to our custom character. You might be tempted to change the character to have 100 in all stats. If you do this, the game does account for it, and will put your custom character points into thousands. No good. So how do we get around this? Well, we can add traits that reduce the points of our character. Many traits reduce points, but we can't possibly reduce the points by several thousand to get those juicy 100 stats, can we? Well, take any negative trait that you're okay with. I'm going with disloyal. You're going to find the section labeled traits in the notepad, and just type in disloyal once, then copy it with a space at the end, and paste it over and over again to your heart's content. You'll need a lot to make it work. Now go check it out in CK3. You'll see that you suddenly have a few thousand points to play with. The only problem is you've got the disloyal trait a hell of a lot of times, which means in theory, your diplomacy is 0. We'll see later this is not actually the case. Anyway, from here, you can just add whatever you want to the character through the editor itself, but what about if you want some special traits? Want to start the game as the greatest of cons? Well, you can do that too. You can find the names of traits by going to your game's local files through Steam or wherever the game is installed, and going to Game, then Common, then Traits. Open up 00traits.txt and browse for the trait names. This could take a while since some traits are harder to find than others, but they're all in there. So you can be Seoshiant, Augustus, Greatest of Cons, Crusader King, Pure-Blooded, and so on. Most traits simply go by their name with underscores for spaces, but some don't. For example, education traits are more complicated. Just try typing in the names of traits baseline, and if that doesn't work, you'll get this purple trait icon in the game indicating you messed up. Last bit of advice I'll give you is to change the character's health to some super high number so you also get to be immortal. I've tested it, and with 200 HP, starting at 120 years old, you have good health basically forever, so you can only die to assassination. Remember what I said about being disloyal and how it tanks your diplomacy to 0 because you have several hundred of that trait? Well, hop into a game with your character, and you'll notice that you can't have repeated traits, so all those disloyals will just collapse into one disloyal. Easy. This also means you can't repeat positive traits, but oh well, it's still super overpowered. For the casual player, this exploit is going to be lots of fun. But the bigger implication is for the speedrun community. With the recent change that now you can't make a custom character and play as a non-custom character, the speedrun community is now facing a much harder series of runs. Nonetheless, the new exploit has completely tipped the scales, and now it's extremely easy to dominate any rule designer allowed category. This includes all achievements, which my guides to are now outdated. Again. Hey, for me, it just means more content. What it means for you is that the speedrunning community is being shaken up. If you want to come in during this time of tumult, hop into the CK3 speedrun Discord using the link in the description and go grab some easy records while you can. Either way, this is a short video just highlighting an exploit. I'm excited to do a bunch of new runs with this insane exploit over on my Twitch. For now, I hope you enjoy this exploit responsibly, and may the devs never patch it. Thank you for your time.